Hello there, Ray here, and I'm joined by Excel as well as Very Random, also known as Cats. And today we'd like to show you some new conveyors that are in 1.13.
The way this works is that in short, the armor sand gets clipped through the piston, and then thanks to the slime block, it gains some momentum and then just gets sent the opposite way. So like this.
Another ProtoTech member, Eddxample, also came across this mechanic early on in the snapshot.
I wanted to see if I could chain them, just see if I could make a belt, transport belt out of it, and this is what I came up with the first prototype. It's kind of slow, but it got the job done.
And you got some string in here which activates these observers. You can detect when the mob reaches the different stations and activates from that. And with this one, it also resets, which is nice. Obviously, you can see that if it didn't reset in the right amount of time, that these slime blocks would pull these pistons out of the way. But this is nice, although it does make a zigzag action. So Cats went ahead and converted this over into a much faster conveyor. And you want to demonstrate this, Cats, by using an armor stand. So as you see, it quickly moves armor stand to the very far end. And this also uses tripwires for each segment. So we get tripwire here and tripwire here. As it goes along, it updates each segment. From this one, in this design, it has the slime blocks coming in from the side, which is a lot more efficient. That way you can keep them moving in that momentum. And you got this design over here, which is low down on the ground. This one also works pretty similar, except you can use this for lower mobs. This one also works for players in single player. So over here, Cat's made the design into an elevator, and it works. And here you can see he is riding it. So it works for players as well as minecarts. And minecarts are coming down and getting pushed into the system. Then we have a piston launcher. And then over to the side, you can see that the slime is being pushed into the system. And then will be elevated upwards. And this will pull the player right through the piston. And then we have this on a cycle, so it goes back down and can repeat. Now, in survival, you would take some damage from the slime blocks, but you can be able to eat food while you're going up this, and you'll be able to survive it, being that the stake will give you enough regeneration so that you will be able to regenerate your hearts as much as the pistons will damage it. So this piston conveyor here is about 9.4 meters per second, and this one over here is slightly faster, being 13.5 meters per second. Now the elevator is a little bit slower. It's about around 8 meters per second. So during riding this elevator with the minecart, we ran into a strange bug, which seems like a visual bug, where the hunger bar would show that I was hungry, and as soon as I attempt to eat, it would show that I was full, but I wouldn't actually have eaten, and then I would not get the regeneration effect. So it would ultimately look like I was full on haunches, but I would actually be dying. But I can't seem to replicate it, so I'm not sure if it was just something that was going on at the time. So during our testing in the 1.13 snapshots, we came across a strange bug. And if I go into Spectator, then I spectate Excel, and if you see him move his head around, you can definitely see that there is some really bad jittering. Now, we didn't see this in 1.12, but there is something definitely going on with the way it rotates the player's head when you're spectating. New conveyors for 1.13. So if you found this interesting, show us with a like. If you'd like to see more videos like this, subscribe, and don't forget to comment. Bye-bye.